Good afternoon and welcome to today's PHP tutorial. So today we're going to look at maths, PHP maths. So with PHP maths functions, PHP has inbuilt-in functions, math functions that we can use it for to perform mathematical operations or mathematical tasks. So today we're going to look at those functions. So the first one I'm going to look at it is pi. For some of us who are good at areas of say mathematics, you know what the pi is all about. 22 divided by 7. That is the value of this pi. So PHP has built-in pi. For instance, now let me echo the value of this pi and let's all see what it's going to give us. So this is the value of the pi. So this is the pi I echo here, and this is the value. Now let us use this to calculate the areas of a circumference of a cycle. For instance, now you know the circumference of a cycle has a formula to be pi. The formula is pi multiplied by the radius of the cycle, which is raised to power of 2. So this is the value. This is these areas of uh, um, areas of a circumference of a cycle. Now from this so let's calculate the areas from here now. So let's calculate the areas of the circumference of a cycle from here now. So let's make this radius, that is r, variable r, to be equal to 4. Then if this is the radius is equals to 4, so then let us now calculate the area. So the area is equal to pi. So which is, we have our pi, you know, this is our pi function. So multiply by the radius of a circumference of a cycle, of the circumference area, which is 4. Then raised to power of what? Raised to power of 2. So let us see what it's going to give us. So with this now, we're going to echo the area. So let us echo the areas and see what is. So before that, let me comment this one so that it will not affect our lesson. So we can see this is the areas of the circumference of the cycle is 50.2654. So this is our areas of the circumference of cycle. So let us look at the other functions of the PHP math functions. So let's look at the other functions. So other functions are square root. So we have the square root. It's written like this. Then let's have the square root of 64. Then echo it. So we find the square root of 64 now. Oh, this is square root. Okay, so let me comment this one. So you can see the square root of 64. Look at the square root of 64 is 8. So this is one of the functions of PHP math functions. So let's look at the absolute. So the absolute gives us the positive value of any number, of any given number. So let's make this one a minus. So it's going to remove the minus. It's going to remove the minus for us. and give us the positive 9. So that is what you are seeing there. So let me comment this one out. So you are seeing um, the positive 9. So it returned the positive value of any given number. So now so let us look at another one, and maximum. So for instance, if you are looking for the largest number um, from a given number, so let's we have 1, we have 10, we have 3, let's 17, we have 5, then we have 2. Now let's find the largest number from here. I think the largest number is 17. So let's see what it's going to give us. So this one gives us the largest number, so which is 17 there. Okay, you can now see. So it return. You can see with mathematical, with PHP Math functions, we can perform a lot of basic mathematical tasks. So for this, if we are looking for the least one of this from this number, from these given numbers. So what are we going to do? So let us make it a kind of this is the minimum. We are looking for the minimum. So MIN. So let's see what it's going to give us from here. I think it should give us 1. So you see, because 1 is the minimum value here. So that is how the whole of this thing works. So let us look at the round. So we round the number to the whole to the nearest integer. So for instance, let's have 9.5. So let echo. So it should give us 10, even by me looking at it, because we are round it. So I think I should give us 10. So we see we have 10 there. So let me remove this one. So let me remove this one. So let me remove this one. And see, you see we have 10 now. So then let us look at the round. The round. So round, we can generate a random number. So let's echo this one. So PHP is very powerful. Now let us generate a random number. You can see. So let's continue to generate a random number. You can see we continue to generate a random number. But do you know this number is large? So from you can see pass in a range of a number. For instance, now, so I want to have a number. I want to just get the number from 1 to 10. So let's see what it's going to give me. Just not just generate any, but from a range of this number. So yes, okay. I have to I think comment this one. So you can see we continue from within the from the you see from the 10. So we are generating it within 10. So it continue from 1 to 10. So if it will not exceed the range. So that is just it. See, so we see continue to within the average. So you can even use this one to generate student number. For instance, now we have something like this is let's have a number high. Let me have my H1, and I want to generate a number for a student within a department. So okay. So let me have my PHP stuff. Then let me pass in this guy. Okay, let me just even copy all so that then I'll make it from this time now to 500 because I'm talking of student here. So now I will use maybe from Department of Statistics. So then which university that? So I think it's University of Abuja. So it be University of Abuja. Now let's see. We generate number for each student, then send it to database. You can see this is the student department statistics. This is the number, and this is the university, the name of the university. So see, so this is another student. So you'll be sending it to database. You'll be sending it to database with a name, and it become a student name. So we can generate it. So we can see generate. You can see see stats, the number, and so that is all. It is very powerful. PHP is very powerful when it comes to the performance basic mathematical operations. Now that is what the rand can do. So we used to generate a random number. Now, so let us look at two things: the seal and the floor before we go. So the seal is used for round up a number. Round up a number. Now we are talking of a round up a number. Now let me pass 9.1. If you are to round up this number to the nearest integer, so what do you think is the nearest integer? Okay, let us continue to add it now. Let add 2. Then this is still a float because we can't remove this one. If you remove this one to 0, we are rounding it down. So what we do is to round it up. You add 2, you add 3. So if you continue to add it to the nearest integer will be 10. So if you add this one, and so we are rounding it up. So let us echo this guy now. So if you have to round it up this guy to the nearest integer, then so let me comment this one out so that it will not affect our. You can see it's giving you 10 because you are rounding it up. So if you continue to add 1, it will become 2. This is still float, it's not an integer. So you continue to, you add 3, you add 4 until you reach 9. So you add this thing. So you now become um, um, a seal. So that's how it works. Now let us look at it in another way around. For instance, now if you have minus 9, we are adding it up. Remember, we are adding it up. Now if you add 2 here, let me add 2 here. It make it 2 here now. Do you know this one is less than this one? Yeah, this 9 minus 9.1 is greater than minus, sorry. Do I put minus there? Okay, let me put minus 9.2. So this one is greater than this. So if you continue to add it now, you are adding something that is less than. So but we are talking of rounding it up to the highest number. So the nearest integer, rounding it up. So if you say 3, this one is less than this one, so it's not up again, it's down. So because this minus 2.3, 9.3 is less than this one. So if we are to round this one up now, we have to remove. Let's say, okay, we remove 1 to be 0. Okay, 1, 9.1, 9.0 is still an integer, but it's greater than minus 9.1. This minus 9.0 is greater than minus 9 um, um, point. So minus 9.1. So now, so is sorry, minus yes, it's greater than minus 9.1. So if you want to, so if you remove this one now, you can now see it now become, this is the nearest, we round it up to the nearest integer. So this one is up, is greater than 1.1. 9, this 9 minus 9 is greater than minus 1.0. Minus is greater, minus 9 is greater than minus 9.2. So it's greater than, so we are rounding it up. So the answer is going to give us now, is going to give minus is going to give us minus 9. So let's try and see. So you can see we have minus 9. So if you should comment this one out now, so we're going to give us minus 1. We are rounding it up, we are not rounding it down. So you can see we get minus 9. So in this way, so let us use floor now. So floor is to writing it down. So I'm going to copy this one. We are using floor now. So just to change the stuff. So let's have floor. So we have floor. You can see we have this guy. Now, if we round it, if we should floor this one, it means that we are rounding it down. If you add plus 2, this is up. This is up. No, so what we do now is this. So we have to write it down. That is 0. Now, but this is not an integer. We are rounding it down to the nearest integer. So 9 now will be a floor. That will be the nearest integer. So let's see what it's going to give us. So I'll comment this one out first. So it's going to give us now, because 9 is the nearest integer. If you were to write it down, if you have to floor it. Now the second one, now let's check the second one now. So the second one is, we have floored this one to the nearest integer. We are rounding it down to the nearest integer. Now, what is the nearest integer when you are writing it is down? Now, this is 9.2. This is 9 minus 9.1. Now, minus 9.2 is less than this one. This one. We are writing it down, so we are not writing it up. So this one is less than this one. So this one is less than this one. So we are writing it down. So if you are to write it down, so the nearest integer now will be 10, because we are writing it down. So, and if you put 4 here, is see this this minus 9 minus 9.5 is less than this one. So we continue to rounding it down. We continue to round it to the less until it reach the whole number. So the nearest integer number of 9 minus 9.1 is going to be 10. So let us see and see what it's going to give us. So you see, we have minus 10, because definitely minus 10. Minus 10 is less than this minus 9.1. So we are writing it down. So if we are writing it down, we are writing it to the nearest, down to the nearest integer. And the nearest integer, writing it down, is minus 10. So thank you for watching. Please kindly subscribe for more of this. So we are ready to make PHP very simple. Thank you, and God bless you.